This video will cover page 60 from your math book. Use the diagram to complete the chart. So here's your diagram. Name the angles that are vertical. And I only really need you to do just an example of each. You don't have to list every single possibility for any of those, okay? So vertical, something that you ought to know about vertical angles is they're congruent. And they're across from each other. Okay, so I know that they're congruent and they're across from each other, so looking at this, oh, I see that this says 53 degrees and so does this. That means that they're congruent, you know, they're the same degrees. Now let's just make sure they're right across from each other. So let's do that straight line test thingy, straight, okay. So far so good. And then straight, yep. So this angle right here is vertical to this angle right there. So let's go ahead and list their names. That would be angle AEC. Make sure the vertex is in the middle. And angle BED. Another way to name those exact angles, you know, make sure your vertex is in the middle. I could have also called it CEA, and DEB. Okay, see how that vertex is still in the middle? Okay, that's what I mean by just one example. So you want like at least a pair. So those are vertical. Okay, the next one, it says that we have to find adjacent angles. And all that adjacent means is there's two angles that share a side. So you're gonna pick any two angles that share a side. They're, you know, they're right next to each other. So I don't care what you pick. Look, these two angles right there, they share this side right there. So I know this angle is adjacent to this angle because look at this is the side they share. Let's go ahead and label it. Angle AEC is adjacent to angle CEF. And you could put a different one than me if you want, as long as they're adjacent. Again, you can rename that. Instead of AEC, you could say CEA, and FEC. Okay, just make sure that vertex is in the middle. So basically that E's got to be in the middle. Okay, the next part says angles on a line. And the thing you need to know about angles on a line is they have a sum of 180 degrees. Let's put that in little parentheses here. Okay, so let's find, there's a couple of examples in here. Look, this angle plus this angle plus this angle, that will equal 180. So those are examples of angles on a line. Another example of angles on a line, I'm going to cover this up, are these three angles right there. Those are angles on a line. You could write those down right here. Those three angles are also angles on a line. You could totally write those down also. Okay, have I said this one? Nope. Those angles right there are angles on a line. So one way to do this is to take a straight edge. There's 180 degrees in a straight line, as well as a half circle, and just kind of see where you can, there we go, you know, where you can see it, okay? So I selected that one just for the example. So let's see, that's angle AEG. And again, if you want to name it the other way around as angle GEA, that's cool too. Just make sure your vertex is in the middle. So angle AEG, angle GED, and angle BED, okay? All right, now the last example in this little table here is angles at a point, and you should know with angles at a point, they have a sum of 360 degrees. Just like, you know, a full circle. So it's like this angle, and 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 this angle. All those angles, they're all called angles at a point collectively because when you add them together, it's going to equal 360 degrees. So now I just got to list all of them correctly without messing up. So I'm going to probably start with this one, okay? So let me know if I mess up. Just comment on the video. Angle AEC, or you could say CEA, that's okay too. Angle CEF, angle FEB, angle BED, angle DEG, and angle GEA. And again, you could have totally switched this around. You could have said AEG to refer to the same exact angle, okay? Just have that vertex in the middle. Next part, example 1, estimate the measurement of x. So you're just estimating, so go ahead and put whatever you think angle x is, okay? Just estimate it. Now, in a complete sentence, describe the angle relationship in the diagram. So I know that angle BAC and angle CAD, that's an angle sign, are, what's the relationship? You want to know this angle and this angle. Look at that. Half a circle. So they're supplementary. Or you could do the thing with the sticky note. Oh, look, angles on a line right there. That'll add up to 180, sorry. So they're supplementary, so they'll have a sum of 180 degrees. That's something you need to just memorize, the relationship of, supplementary angles. Okay, now for the second part, it says write an equation for the angle relationship shown in the figure and solve for x. So this angle plus this angle has to equal 180, so that's going to be my equation. So this angle is x plus that 132 degree angle. We'll have a sum of 180 degrees, so let's go ahead and build it. So we start with x, then we just added 132. So the inverse operation of adding 132 is to subtract 132 from both sides. 132 take away 132 is 0, so we're left with x equals 180 minus 132 is 48. Okay, you don't just stop there. Take it always, forever, and always substitute it back in there. Okay, so it's just plain old x, so I know x is equal to 48 degrees. Always substitute it back into the diagram just to verify that you did it correctly. Okay, check it. 48 plus 132, is that 180? Okay, cool, good. We're not done. Then find the measure of BAC and confirm your answer by measuring the angle with a protractor. Now, I don't really necessarily want you to do that just because when I photocopied these, it could be just a little bit off and it could kind of alter the integrity of that degrees. But just to remind you of how to use a protractor, what you would do is turn it the right side up, and remember this little circle thing, you put it right on that vertex that they have right there and match the line with the line. See how there's a line on your protractor and it should match up with the line on the paper and go out. So we're concerned about this angle right here. Out, 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 out. Okay, and it should be about right there, 48 degrees right there. So yeah, that's correct. You'll see it might be just a little bit off based because of the photocopying, but it works. Okay, have a good day, bye.